Gambling and gaming industry is a multi-billion dollar industry. Places like Vegas and Macau are regions in the US and China where gambling is legal. When it comes to India, it gets confusing to understand what is legal and what is illegal. For example, betting on a cricket game is illegal, but doing so in a gaming app like Dream 11 and MPL is legal. Playing rummy has been legalized, but playing cards in a gaming house is illegal. So what is the status of gambling in India? Gambling is illegal in India. So how come you can see casinos in Goa? There is a catch. If you do a quick Google search, you would see most of them are floating casinos. What could be the reason? As per current regulation, casinos are only allowed in sea, river or in certain 5 stars.
Casinos are technically not in India. You would have seen that they are a little stationed outside in ships in Goa. So they are that is in water. Secondly, coming to gambling and betting, broadly speaking, as far as case laws are concerned, that is some of the precedent that some of the court cases have set, it could be again bifurcated into 2 buckets. That is whether it is a game of chance or whether it is a game of skills.
So what exactly is a game of chance and game of skills?
So to give you a very broad example, if there's something that is left to chance, if you're putting money on outcome of a particular game, merely on the basis of chance, then it is in many ways it attracts higher indirect tax or goods and services tax, that is. But if there is a skill involved in that, then lower GST is applicable. Gamers, people have to understand what is the player's strength, how other factors weigh into this particular match. And even then, most of the gaming apps do not allow you to bet on the outcome of a match. Basically, you have to first select the player one by one, and then you have to select, see how they fare in that particular match or in the series of matches.
But wait a minute, why are we talking about gambling? The reason is taxation. The group of ministers on online gaming, horse racing and casinos, headed by Meghalaya's Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, has reaffirmed 28% GST on all 3 activities, but could not find consensus on the elements of the transaction that tax should be levied on. So let's look at why the government is having difficulty setting taxes.
Just for example, let's say that 4 people are coming to play rummy and they are putting rupees 100 each. So 400 rupees is the prize pool or pool table as it's called. On this particular money, around rupees 50 is taken by the online gaming company. So whosoever wins out of these 4 individuals will get 350 rupees as of now. Now the question really is whether 28% will be calculated on rupees 400 or on rupees 50. As of now, most of the online gaming companies are paying GST, that also not 28 but 18 on rupees 50.
It will not be easy even for the GOM to reach the conclusion. I think the rate of taxation is just one aspect. The other relevant aspect is the valuation part of it. How would you value the element of service? For instance, in online gaming, would you tax at either 18% or 28% just the service element of the revenue which is earned by the online gaming platform, or would you tax the entire table money which is contributed, let's say, by 4 players in a game of Ludo? And if the tax rate is applicable on 400 rupees instead of the 40 rupees, the industry will be killed. So I think valuation and applying that rate on a particular value remains a question mark. And I think it will be important that these elements with respect to valuation are considered, keeping different perspectives and peculiarities in mind.
But why not just ban everything? The answer lies in the money.
Globally, we have seen that as an economy grows, more and more people tend to gamble and bet. The government thinks that going ahead, more and more people will go to online betting sites, people will go to casinos, people will be going to horse races and betting, and this is only going to go up in the future. As of now, the online gaming market or the revenues that online gaming companies generate is just about $2 billion. This, however, is growing at about anywhere between 30 to 40% year on year. So you could just imagine the potential this particular industry has.
We must ensure that India becomes the online gaming hub. All of these companies which have humongous talent, which have huge IT talent and infrastructure, can make India an online hub. Today, we can export these online gaming services to even participants outside of India. And if we need to do that, we need to tax this at the right rate.
But why not tax everything equally?
The different sectors are lottery, horse racing, casinos, and online gaming. Now, if you see the lottery and horse racing, these are more games of chance because the probability element is much more in these. But if you see casinos, these casinos could be gambling to a very large extent, but requires game of skill. And hence, if you see the last category, which is online gaming, the online gaming would have more tilt towards the game of skill. For example, it could be online rummy, it could be online chess. And we must not forget today, the youth is participating through these online modes in various cases. Today we have competition with respect to chess, competition with respect to other games which are happening, and kids and adults are participating in that. So I think all of these four categories could not be equated. There has to be a differential treatment. The tax rate must be different. The valuation must be different. The monetary limits must be different. And the regulation must happen in such a way so that these are customized for all these different sectors.
So what could be the way forward?
Answer, which is feasible and pragmatic, is to have a regulation, to have those limits, either the monetary limits or the demographic profile which you would want to participate in these online games. And I think that characteristic of chance versus skill must be applied with very pragmatism to all of these separate and different activities which are involved in this sector. Taxing this industry at a very high rate may completely kill the industry here, and hence the revenues, according to me, would dip if the rate is increased beyond a certain limit.
Do let us know in the comment section.